Episode 4, Building the Sales Process. Hi, my name is Roger, and remember this is a video. You have pause, rewind, and play again at any point. Use it to your advantage. Let's review the sales process requirements that were talked about in episodes 1, 2, and 3. We need to remove structured time from the equation. The 9 to 5 time frame is just too busy. I need to find a time when the potential customer and I have free time to talk, and sadly that's never at the same time. I need to increase my talk time. I don't need more two-way communication. I need people to shut up and listen. Look at me as a subject matter expert and not a salesperson. I need to identify how people want to be contacted. I need to know when and where people are open to listen to me. It's not the nightclub called work. The nice thing is people take work home with them, where it's quiet. I need to be able to increase my initial contacts per week in less time. I just need a way to actively target more companies without the need for an immediate response. I want people to have time to think about what I sent and provide them a method of self-education on why I'm a subject matter expert compared to a salesperson. And I need an automated way to provide detailed information required for potential customers' analysis. How can I set up a system of self-education so I'm not going to meetings to present the same information over and over again? And I need tracking metrics. I need to know what works and what doesn't. And the answer is in the automation. Automation allows me to track deeper into the results. Where a phone call is either you answered or not, automation allows me to track whether you followed up on the automated self-education systems, allowing me to be able to adjust my sales message as needed. And I need a system that's scalable. I need a solution that scales with my company's growth, and it isn't a one-trick pony. I need a better blueprint for success. Let's look at the overview of the Hello Close solution. The process is straightforward. Taking advantage of globalization and the internet, I have outsourced to marketing virtual assistants that are actively targeting companies and their decision makers, directing the potential clients to the automated sales education system, thereby turning my sales pitch into content, automating my talk time when the client has time to listen. Finally, it directs the educated potential customers to either a salesperson or my e-commerce site to complete the purchase. Now I'm no longer looking for a salesperson, but virtual assistants. The marketing virtual assistants are directly targeting key personnel inside a company, directing them to the automated self-education system without the need of an instant response, but giving the customer more information, driving interested customers to your sales force. Your sales automation is all about turning a commercial into content, starting with a short marketing hype video, followed with your sales presentation, ending with training videos on how best to use your product or service. Once someone determines that it solves a problem they have, they are more inclined to talk to a salesperson. People are buying all the time, but they don't want to be sold. A salesperson's job is to convince you to buy. The Hello Close solution has been developed around identifying when and where people are open to new ideas and providing a method of self-education and acceptance. No longer are you trying to convince people that you need this product. Now you're educating them on how you can solve their problems. The sales process from prospecting, approach, presentation, handling objections, and closing. I'm going to break each section down into an easy to understand training process, giving you tips and tricks to help you with your implementation. Training is the basis for success in the system, from how to develop your own prospecting list to handling objections and maximizing your closing potential. Prospecting. Finding potential companies and identifying their key personnel. Everything starts with a list of potential companies. The source of these lists has changed over time, from telephone books, postal service, trade shows, internet searches, and random purchase lists. Most lists are bigger than my specific target market, and in some cases they only have basic information and a random name. We're going to use Reference USA. Why? Because I can get access to it via my local library. Here we're going to the online resource section of my library. Your library will be different. Here, under Business and Finance section, select the Reference Solutions. It provides detailed information on over 24 million U.S. businesses and over 200 million U.S. consumers. There is even a tutorial video on how to use Reference Solutions to get started. Now I just need to enter my library number and I'm in. You may want to hit pause here to take a long look at this screenshot. They have lists of U.S. businesses and Canadian businesses, new businesses, U.S. white pages, Canadian white pages, and more. Here are your search tools. Wow, more information than I was hoping to find. I can get yearly sales and employee counts, so much more. I never knew this was all available. And now we have access to a list of potential companies. Let's build out their company profile and figure out who's who. Company profile, name, address, website, phone number, email, yearly sales. Nothing new, just a standard profile. How you store the target company profile is up to you. Yearly sales, if their sales are increasing, they may be free spending to keep up with their growth. Think startups and other growth industries. If their sales are decreasing, they may be looking for ways to cut costs. If they are breaking even, think large Fortune 500 companies. They may have plateaued looking for ways to increase their sales, cut costs, or both. This helps you begin to figure out what issues they have. So, who do you target? Who knows there's a problem? Well, you have the office manager, the person who keeps the wheels on the bus going round and round, and manages day-to-day operations. The HR manager, the person who's in charge of resource acquisition. We have a problem and I was assigned to find a resource to fit it. Yes, people are resources. Find 2 to 3 more people you know what's going on. Someone responsible for getting stuff done. For example, IT manager, operations manager, marketing manager. So how do I find out who that person is? LinkedIn. There's no other current and consistently updated source of information about a company other than a person's resume. People are updating their resume to show their title and status because today's status is based on who you work for and your title, like the royalty of old. We're looking for company personnel who knows what's going on. What you're looking for is, are they a problem solver with the ability to learn new processes and take action? Looking for keywords like leading new implementation, process improvement, and drivers of change. Now I have a completed profile. I know who's who and who to target. That may seem like a lot at first glance, but it's 90% using search tools followed by some data entry. It's not rocket science, it's something perfect for your virtual assistant. It's time to make your initial introductions. Initial prospecting into any company always starts at the front door. What was once walking into their front door and asking for the owner, to cold calling and asking for the owner, they're not here right now. Can I take a message? Today's corporate front door is the Contact Us form. Fill out that wonderful form and see what happens. This replaces the cold call to a phone operator to be transferred to voicemail. Understand that companies have tracking metrics on inbound communications, so the chance that this is going to be read is a lot higher. Where just having an email address on their website has a lower chance of being viewed, it becomes any normal spam email in their inbox. Your message should contain who you are, what you're offering, and a link to your self-education system. It comes down to what you're offering, short, simple, and a call to action. The call to action is your self-education training solution. Your link needs to be in an unaltered format. Think youtube.com/yourcompany. Compared to some link shortener that hides the destination, you need to be as transparent as possible. They don't know who you are, but they do know YouTube, and that's a trusted destination. Oh, don't worry about tracking. Google tracks everything and provides reports. Let's contact our prospective company's personnel. Let's be real, a company is made up of people, and we have already made our list. How do I contact them? LinkedIn. There are a lot of reasons why. Reasons why LinkedIn? It's considered today's business source of communication. It has a strong no spam policies. It's considered the source of job searching. Any message sent to a person has a trusted forwarding solution, and your message sits there until acknowledged or deleted. What that means is any contact made is sent to the person's listed email address for their account. Secondly, they get a notification on the LinkedIn site and the LinkedIn app. And that's a lot of connections for an intro letter, a lot more than a voicemail. We're actively targeting key personnel with a message that is exclusively about our company and services that is persistent in their inbox until acknowledged or deleted. Your message is who you are, what you're offering, and a link to your self-education system, followed by an offer to connect. It comes down to what you're offering, short, simple, and a call to action. The call to action is your self-education training solution. Think youtube.com/yourcompany. Don't worry if I don't explain the training solution, it's a whole section by itself. Followed by an offer to connect. If this isn't what you need, do you want to connect to help you find your solution to your needs? Why am I offering this? To build my network, and the bigger my connections, the better opportunities for the future for the both of you. Let's be honest, anyone who contacts me is just trying to sell me something. The first thing any person is going to do when they get a message or unknown friend request is they're going to look you up. They're going to look at your LinkedIn profile, your company profile, company reviews, and they're going to research who you are and what you're about. The more information they can find, the more likely they'll contact you, if this solves one of their problems. If they find nothing, they're just going to move on and not contact you. Here's a link, or just search LinkedIn Terms of Service to remember you have no rights. Their system, their rules. How many connection requests a day? It's approximately 80 to 100. And for more information, just Google search LinkedIn how many connections per day. There are many great articles on connection counts. Update your CRM. Build your company profile in your database. Include all contact information for targeted employees. Include links to people's LinkedIn profile. This helps you keep track of inquiries via LinkedIn. Understand that all follow-up from potential customers should be documented. Include if they decide to follow you. You want to be constantly targeting new companies and new people, and not repeatedly targeting the same people over and over again. It's easier to get a yes from an I don't know than a yes from a no. But more realistically, they may not have seen your message yet. Even people I know don't get back to me right away unless it was important to them. What's this job called? Well, in the past it was called appointment setter or sales assistant. Or today's appointment is your YouTube sales video. But no one likes the word sales anymore, and how many made up titles to represent sales without the word sales? What would this job be called today? Virtual assistant. Work from home, flexible schedule. We remove structured time and the perfect entry-level marketing job made for the college kids still in school looking for their initial work experience. Or the perfect job that can be outsourced, taking advantage of the internet and globalization. I'm still short of time as either a freelancer or small business owner, but now I can take advantage of globalization and cheaper foreign labor markets. Presentation. All roads lead to my self-education solution. Tell me and I forget, teach me and I remember, involve me and I learn. Benjamin Franklin. Training builds confidence that you are the solution to my problem. All these plates are flipped upside down, except one. Once you see that one, they'll all be right side up. You're not going to convince people. People only change their mind of their own volition. This graphic is a good example. It depicts upside down plates, but one plate is right side up, and when you see it, all the others flip right side up. I can't persuade you that the plates are right side up. Who are you going to believe, the salesperson or your own eyes? Nothing I say will enable you to see the plates being right side up. You have to discover and experience the change yourself. Now we begin the self-education training videos on your product or service. This combines your sales, marketing, and training information into a series of videos teaching people how you can help them with their problems. The self-education training videos are broken up into three main types. I have the marketing hype video, the fast-paced 30-second to 1-minute commercial about your product or service. The sales presentation video, the sales pitch or webinar presentation that's been recorded and presented to potential clients at their convenience. And training videos focus on how to do something, initial day-to-day operation stuff, getting started, showing the workers how easy it is to use and how it solves their problem. Why am I doing this? It looks like a lot of work. This is your automated sales pitch. This is done to increase your talk time. Why? Because time is the issue. I need information now and I don't have free time to talk to a salesperson. Once I have enough information to make a reasonable decision, now I can talk to a salesperson to get a formal price quote or answers to specific questions on how your solution will integrate with my current processes. Long story short, I've converted my sales pitch into an infomercial, and now I'm the center of attention and not an interruption. From a business development perspective, marketing should be educating and driving potential clients to the sales force based on your solution. Sales should be focused on closing and building relationships. Once you spend all that time and money gaining the client, it's a good idea to try and keep them. Why YouTube? I can post videos for free. It's one of the higher ranked sites for SEO. It's probably one most trusted since it's owned by Google, and we're doing SEO for the Google search engine. It's a trusted destination that people recognize. It's all about transparency, and don't worry, Google tracks everything, you just don't realize it. How do I go about making these videos? Well, you can do them yourself or hire someone to make them. And by hire someone, that could just be your existing staff or hire a professional video production service. If you want to do it yourself, here are the tools I used. Streamlabs OBS. This is an open source software package that I can get for free to do all my recordings. And don't worry, OBS has plenty of training videos on YouTube. Microsoft Video Editor. It comes with my Windows 10 on my computer. It's listed under V for Video Editor, and it's simple to use. Computer, you should already have one of those. Microphone, you should also have one of these for your Zoom calls and your online meetings. If not, I went with a Blue Nano. It was inexpensive. Camera, nope, turns out video editing is a lot easier without a live person being recorded. Your first video is a marketing short, length of under 59 seconds. Dynamic, high-energy, buzzword description of your solution. Something that can be put on TikTok and YouTube. Focus on what this can do for me. This is your commercial. Make it special. Make it all about you. And focus on the better mousetrap versus the status quo. This is your high-level overview to entice people to get more information about your product. Your second video should be a webinar or a sales presentation. Focus on the defining of the problem and begin to explain your solution. If you're already using webinars on your product, then record them and post them as your educational video. Purchasers are looking for more information and don't have free time to listen to a scheduled webinar. Your how-to videos should be short videos showcasing completing specific tasks and showcasing simplicity of use. The standard YouTube video teaches you how to do something. Less marketing buzzwords. Implementation is about doing what I need it to do. And purchasing is about, does this do what I need it to do? Now prove it. The production value conundrum. How fancy should your videos be? Your marketing hype video. I expect people to watch the marketing hype video. It's a short, attention-grabbing video. The educational webinars. I don't expect people to watch the webinar videos. People are trained to multitask everything these days due to the current business environment. Everybody is working on the New York Minute. Today, people are listening to podcasts or their self-help audiobooks, still trying to learn new ideas or processes while doing their primary work. So I believe that spending time on adding images may add visual value to the presentation, but not to the subconscious problem-solving brain function. I want people to listen to my sales webinar while commuting to work, without the need to look at something. What was once a meeting is now a podcast that I can play at my own convenience. And training videos Training videos show how to and needs step-by-step directions that can be followed like IKEA furniture or Legos. Video implementation tips, manageable sections. Think Hollywood movies that are separate scenes connected together to make your one video. It's easier to re-record a slide or two compared to re-recording the whole video at once. Educational webinars, convert them into a short series. Where many webinars have been over an hour long is now a short series of videos. Create short videos of 15 to 20 minutes long. People have a lot of interruptions in their world, and most people can find a 15 to 20 minute window to multitask you into their busy schedule. How-to videos, think short. Show how to do so in under 2 minutes. I don't care about your life story, your personality, or anything about you. I need a quick answer to this task. The best part is, this is material that I can use to answer the how-to questions in sales. Does it do this? Well, yes. Here's a video on how to do that. Short videos on how to answer a lot of questions to help build the consensus to purchasing. As you can see here, episode 3 is broken down to 6 sections. This helped me be a lot more productive since I have at most an hour at a time to record. The sections are based on where I would start to make mistakes in the presentation. Talking fast, I trip over my words because my brain is running faster than my mouth. With time being in short supply, I move to a 4-minute recording session per section. Handling objections, or maybe it should be described as answering the questions. Objections are trust issues, questions that are unanswered, and cost. Trust issues, avoiding commitment, assuming people are going to do things to hurt you, and being overly secretive. Have you met someone and instantly don't trust them? Sales and marketing are institutions of lack of trust. You have to prove your solution is my answer. These are valid fears. Remember, salespeople just want to close at any cost, and I need a solution for my problem. Just like high school, show your work or it's wrong. Questions that are unanswered. Deflections from the answer, deceptions of the answer. I don't know. I can't get that information. I was told that wasn't important. Unanswered questions create fear of risk, that this isn't the right solution. Any question unanswered means you're not the solution to my problem. Cost. Do you have payment options? Credit cards. It's the form of credit for customers. These days, everything is credit cards, and if you're not taking credit cards, you're losing business. Electronic payment options. Dude, I don't carry cash anymore, too much risk. Look at all the electronic wallets out there from Apple Pay, PayPal, Venmo, and others. And old-fashioned financing options. You know, like the car dealership. They know you don't have cash, but you have credit. Or maybe even your realtor. Buying and selling houses is purely on credit. My dentist has financing options, so why don't you? The goal is to build a consensus among the controlling stakeholders. That is from the bottom to the top. And proving it works at every level. Workers need their efficiency and managers need a process of improvement over time. The top wants my quarter numbers to be better. Do you offer that? Can you prove that? And there's one last item that needs to be addressed, and that is you. At the end of the day, people build business relationships based on you, the person. Are you someone that people want to be around on a regular basis? Closing. The most important part, getting paid. The only thing people care about. It's risk versus reward. It's figuring out how much risk versus how much reward for everything. The seriousness of the problem versus the cost of the solution. The depth of understanding is pointing out all the pain points, all the stuff people have been ignoring as the status quo, but are real issues that have never been successfully addressed. Hello, close. Everything up until this point is identifying the pain points and providing how you solve the problem. The more pain points you identify and how you overcome these problems is how you balance the cost of your equation. But closing tricks. Closing tricks are needed because you may not solve the problem in the customer's eyes. Remember, you are competing against Tom, Dick, and Harry, Jesus, Mohammed, Patel, Tanaka, Wang, and Shen. The global economy is a bitch to compete against. Think about episodes 1, 2, and 3. The depth of the problem is bringing forth all the pain points. There was nothing but pain and frustration by starting to understand the depth of the problem. The stuff that everyone ignores as status quo. The status quo, sales has a 99% failure rate. College has a 40% failure rate. United States Naval Nuclear Power School has a 48% failure rate. Blackjack has a 49% failure rate, 42% win rate, and an 8.5% tie rate. I would have better odds of being a successful professional gambler at those rates. So what was the result? I have the high cost to hire. With a constant hiring, training, and their lack of success, how long until you decide to change your process? Lost time. Is training a waste of money? Give them a script and say, cold call. Either they learn or they aren't going to be here for long. Past performance doesn't indicate future success. Marketing is a waste of money. Experts tell me there's a new way guaranteed to drive business. This new awesome solution costs thousands of dollars. They're supposed to be driving business to me, but all I get is the results that barely covers the cost. Why waste the money? Let's wrap it all up. Taught you how to build your lead list from scratch. We taught you how to build a company profile and identify key players in the company. And taught you how to increase your initial contacts per day in less time. And we taught you how easy it is to automate your sales pitch and increase your talk time. And taught you how to overcome objections. And taught you how to scale up this solution by the use of remote marketing assistance. Now you're going to run off and tell your boss you found a better solution than cold calling. No, unless you're the boss. Otherwise, you're paid to do what you're told, and I didn't hire you to think. You're in sales, you cold call. That's sales' job. But it's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission. Your job is to save yourself and the company along the way. This process was developed about targeting more people with a message that waits to be acknowledged via a monitored communications channel versus an unlistened to voicemail. In its simplest form, you're the marketing assistant sending out the 80 to 100 invitations a day. A simple intro video is, well, simple to make, and now you cold call at work and you could be targeting the companies in other ways to get in their door. But what if someone asks what I'm up to or they find my videos? You're in sales. Lie to them. I'm doing whatever it takes to get these people to talk to me, and I'm not taking being ignored as an answer. For the owner, we're reducing the expensive marketing labor costs, and we're reducing the expensive marketing distribution costs, converting direct marketing labor into distribution of your message, converting marketing staff to remote appointment setters. As a small business owner, I can't afford to pay someone $600, $700, $800 a week for a 99% failure rate. I can afford to pay $600 to $700 a month for a 99% failure rate, where a remote appointment setter can make 2,000 initial contacts in a month compared to 1,200 for a cold calling sales agent without the need of commission. The goal is to remove my risk and the agent's risk. My risk is the high cost of the American employee life cycle, but I can afford to pay someone a livable wage in another country, thereby reducing my high turnover rate and allowing me to remove my risk of wasting money. I still have the ramp-up time to build the company's sales pipeline. Now, without the high turnover rate of sales personnel, you're able to move forward on the real problem, finding customers versus finding staff. And this allows you to scale up your virtual assistants and grow your sales by adding more remote virtual assistants, lowering your costs and increasing your profit margin. The Hello Close solution has been developed around identifying when and where people are open to new ideas and provide a method of self-education and acceptance. Schedule an initial consultation today to find out how we can build your custom Hello Close solution. What's coming next? At this time, I'll be getting with the Patreon subscribers to determine what is best for them. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe to get notifications on the next video. Hope to see y'all there. Bye.